The reason that they do not want the flag, the reason we do not want the flag displayed, is due to its origins with slavery and slave trade. That is what was, that's the reasoning behind why we do not want this displayed.
The Gadsden Flag.
The don't tread on me.
Hey guys, today was a good day, kind of. When I got to school, the kids were really hyped up because they saw me on Twitter, and kids are putting "Don't tread on me" on their locker. Well, at least my new made friends, because I'm big on Twitter, and now they like me all of a sudden. But the teachers, on the other hand, I got some dirty looks, that's for sure.
Folks, we have an update for you today on Jaden, who is the Don't Tread on Me kid. But since I haven't done a video actually reacting to this original clip and story itself, let's start here from the beginning, because I'm sure many of you are already familiar with this kid, but if you're not, this kid, this 12-year-old boy here, was removed from his class in Colorado for having the Don't Tread on Me patch on his backpack, right? So they said that you can't have the Gadsden flag at school because it is offensive for absolutely insane reasons that we're going to react to in this video here in a second. But before we start watching this, let me say one thing, which is that we are going to win. Okay, I truly believe that we are going to win. And you say, Vince, what makes you say that? Well, you know, I look at a video like this. I look at this kid right here, okay? Just look at him. You want to know why I think we're going to win? Look at this kid right here. Well-dressed, sharp, vibrant, young, energetic. This is a representation, folks, of us, of the conservative movement of the future, of our ideas. They're embodied in this boy and his power stance and just the way he represents himself, right? And then you look at the teacher here, who is throwing him out of the classroom. She, much like the idea she represents, is tired, old, clearly unhappy, clearly miserable, and frankly, in many ways, right, past the prime, past the wall. That's absolutely what's going on here, right? So this really tells you, I mean, just look at this image right here and ask yourself, you know, they may be in power now. It may seem like the situation is lost, but truly, you look at a kid like Jaden, you look at his teachers, who owns the future? Who is going to be the leaders of the future? That's exactly why I say look at this video and say we are going to win. Not because we have the majority of support within Gen Z or anything like that, but because the type of young men who are kind of standing up to this stuff, the ones who are being disagreeable, right? You can just tell by their energy, their passion, everything about them, that we are going to win the future. The future does belong to us, and I absolutely believe that. Anyways, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this actual video itself. Here is Jaden, King Jaden, Jaden Caesar, frankly, the future of this country, being reprimanded for the Gadsden flag. Check it out.
Oh, here, go on. Thank you.
Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That it's a historical flag?
So the reason that they do not want the flag, the reason we do not want the flag displayed, is due to its origins with slavery and slave trade. That is what was, that's the reasoning behind why we do not want this displayed.
The Gadsden flag.
The don't tread on me.
Okay. Which is the Gadsden flag.
Okay.
Okay, so
slavery and the slave trade. Folks, these people work at a school. Their job is to educate the youth, right? Teach things to children. And they are so illiterate of history, they argue or deliberately lying either way, which is disqualifying, right? To argue that the Don't Tread on Me Gadsden flag is related in any way to slavery. Anyone with common knowledge, anyone who remembers 7th or 8th grade history will know that the flag has nothing to do with slavery. It originates, obviously, as everyone knows, right, from the American Revolution. And the fact that not just this administrator, but the teachers, nobody at this school was aware of that, tells you a lot about the type of people who are actually teaching our children. Right? Maybe it's a case for homeschooling, you know, seeing in this picture where the mom knows a bit more about basic historical knowledge than the teacher does, right? So I look at this and say, frankly, everyone involved in this situation should be fired, not just for violating Jaden's First Amendment rights, which obviously they did, but also by demonstrating that they lack the basic colloquial everyday knowledge that is necessary to teach kids at a school. Because, you know, no one who does not know the origins of one of the most famous flags in our country's history has any place at a school. Right. And everyone, slavery, slave trade. If you just Google, which honestly the parent should have done. Right. I mean, God bless her. And I'm not saying like I'm not using this to attack her, but I am saying in this situation, what she really should have done is just, OK, let's Google it. Google it. Show me where the flag originates in slavery, because despite all of the revisionist history of liberalism, still you will not find anyone try to unironically argue this because it is stupid and silly. But with that said, let's continue this video here, shall we? But first, a word from our sponsors. Folks, do you want to take control of your financial future but don't know where to start? Well, that sounds like a very noble thing to do, which is why our friends over at Noble Gold Investments fully understand. Investing in precious metals may sound confusing, but the team at Noble Gold Investments makes it easy. So don't settle for financial uncertainty, especially in times like this. Noble Gold will suggest all of the options to you and see if you can diversify your portfolio with gold or silver. And right now, Noble Gold Investments is offering a free 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful bullion coin for qualified accounts. So do not settle for financial uncertainty. Our friends at Noble Gold have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless 5-star reviews. So you could be next. Why wait? Do the noble thing by visiting our link over at thevincedao.com. Again, that is thevincedao.com. Fill out the link. You know, they'll give you a free contact and all of that so you can figure out if it works for you. So just go do it. VinceDaoGold.com. Check out our friends, support the show, and take control of your future. Be noble with Noble Gold.
He's what's going to happen if he doesn't take it off?
He is able to go. I was actually just telling him, like, I was upset that he was missing so much school. I'm like, so I asked if can he just take his stuff out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to class. The bag can't go back. It's got the patch on it because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying, and then he said you were close. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to
do. You know, first of all, he's in U.S. history, right? 7th or 8th grade. He's going to see that flag in his classroom. Furthermore, you know, I understand the country's changed a lot, but in 2016, my 8th grade U.S. history teacher was a hardcore liberal. Okay, the guy when Donald Trump won the election, I've never seen this guy more depressed. He took our 8th grade class to the Women's March, the first ever one in D.C. That's how liberal he was. He had the Gadsden flag in his room because he taught American history and because it has nothing to do with slavery. Like, the argument can't even be made. But, you know, it's this offensive, I guess.
Like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting the British, like that's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking of like the Confederate flag.
Okay,
you don't know history.
No,
you don't know anything.
The policy that was provided by the district, and definitely you have every right to not agree with it. I mean,
because the
absolutely.
ACLU says that he's allowed to wear that. If you like go on their website, it's like says in big letters.
So not only does she have history on her side, she has the school's own policy on her side.
Like, all I'm saying is that
unless there's like a ban on patches, period. Like if you said there's no patches allowed at the school, you cannot display what you think or anything like that, or what cheer.
Right, that would make sense. Yeah.
I think it's like one-sided, you know, because you allow some patches but not other patches.
Kids have patches like other names and like the American flag on it.
Yep.
Backpacks.
Yeah. That was like flown during the revolution with.
Right. And so therefore, if kids, according to him, are allowed to have the American flag, the Gadsden flag is basically no different than the American flag in many ways. It originates from the Revolution, much like Betsy Ross did, right? So,
yeah, I just don't understand that at all.
So what I can do is
And if you go onto the
ACLU
ACLU's website, yeah, let's talk to
I
someone.
can
'cause
have
don't want a
you speak
lawsuit. I really don't.
I can have you speak to our Jeff Yoakum
Okay.
again.
Okay.
And then he can refer you to our person at the district.
Okay.
Because like I said, we're following district policy
Okay.
is what we're doing. So the last thing I want is him out of class.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
that's
Me
all
too.
I-
Then why are you making such a big deal out of it?
He studies. He wants to get straight A's. He did that. He made honor roll when he was here before.
Yeah.
He intends to do that again right now, but it's hard because he keeps missing class for this. So
I understand that.
yeah, and I mean, we teach him to always stick up for your beliefs. And I mean, you're going over the revolution for 7th grade. When the founding fathers stood up for what they believed in against unjust laws. This is unjust.
Okay, like I said, we're upholding a policy that was provided to us, which we have to uphold.
Okay, can you show me where the
what policy? Whatever policy it is violates the First Amendment. But, you know, I will say about that video, it does have to concern you a little bit that the Gadsden flag has become controversial, because I think when you get to a point, because I understand to some degree, obviously it's a historical flag, anyone can wave it, that's simply American, but we do get to a degree, it's become something of a right-wing political statement. I understand that. Shouldn't be that way, but I get it, right? But it tells you a lot. I think it's alarming to me that the statement, "Don't tread on me," has become controversial and quote unquote offensive, because I think when that flag becomes controversial, you're really screwed. And what I mean by that is that it is simply a flag saying, leave me alone, right? Don't tread on me. Don't step on the snake. Just leave me be, right? When we're at a point as a country where the patriotic right-wing people can't even simply say, leave me alone, right? Then you're kind of actually really screwed as a culture. And by the way, some of you who have been on this channel for a longer time will know this. I'm not even the biggest fan of the Gadsden flag, right? Obviously, I respect it as a founding symbol of this country. I'm not saying to cancel it because it's racist, but I don't actually like it that much as a right-wing political symbol because of that very reason, right? It is defensive. It's a defensive statement, and I think that's part of our problem as conservatives. We need to be offensive, right? Why do we just want to be the snake on the ground who's saying, leave me alone, leave me alone? Why don't we be the lion, right? The king of the jungle. We should be the ones who are in charge and running things. We should be not a snake, we should be the eagle in the sky, right? The alpha predator, whatever it is. But, you know, all that criticism aside, it actually does kind of go to prove the point. If we get to the point where forget being offensive, forget being the alpha predator in charge, if simply saying, don't tread on me, please leave me alone, if that becomes controversial, which it has become, that should concern you because it really tells you our back is against the wall. But like I said in the beginning of the video, the fact that we have kids like Jaden, who's clearly being raised right. By the way, shout out to the parents here for not backing down, because it would have been much easier to just say, okay, take it off, fine, we'll go back to class. They didn't do that, so shout out to them. You know, maybe we do have a future after all. Anyways, folks, with that said, like I said, I got to give you the update on this situation, which is the school board after this video went viral. So shout out to the internet for making this happen, because it wouldn't have happened if it was just a standalone incident. But because it went so viral, the school board this night held an emergency meeting and ruled that this kid is allowed to wear the patch. So there you go. Okay. He's now allowed to have his "Don't Tread on Me" patch after the mom accused the school of violating his First Amendment rights. So we love to see it. Okay. We love to see it. And now finally, to wrap up this video, I want to play you Jaden's response to all of this. Okay, he has a response video, and like I said, everything you see in this response video vindicates what I've been saying about the kid. He is the future. Okay, he truly is the future. Here's Jaden's response to all of it.
Hey guys, today was a good day, kind of. When I got to school, the kids were really hyped up because they saw me on Twitter, and kids are putting "Don't tread on me" on their locker. Well, at least my new made friends, because I'm big on Twitter, and now they like me all of a sudden. But the teachers, on the other hand, I got some dirty looks, that's for sure.
I remember the feeling.
Not happy with me. But other than that, it was pretty good. I was on the Charlie Kirk show, and Ben Shapiro had me. It was a really good day, in my opinion. Well, have a good day, y'all. Hey, guys.
You see why I say this kid has a bright future. Frankly, this, you know, let me say it. This kid is going to be the American Caesar. Okay? He will, you can see it in his eyes. He will one day cross the Potomac and literally be king of America. Unironically, okay? But no, in all seriousness, you know, you love to see it, right? He's confident, well-spoken. He's 12 years old. He's even got the hand gestures going, okay? Bright future for this kid. Shout out Jaden. Shout out to Jaden's parents and stuff for raising him right. And shout out to the school board for actually making the right call here, which I guess is a little surprising, but nonetheless, we got to give credit where it's due, right? All right, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of this entire situation in the comment section down below. Do you think the school board made the right decision? Do you think the Don't Tread on Me flag should be controversial for any reason? Let me know. Be sure to leave a like before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out our friends at thevincedao.com. Fill out the form, no strings attached. It is free to learn more about ways to invest. And until next time, folks, alpha moves only. God bless. Have a very good day and peace. All right.